Well, it was the first of the month, and the rent was due. Problem was, I haven't had a decent case in weeks, and I was stone broke again. I had absolutely no prospects to earn any dough. That was until she walked in. And that changed everything.
Oh, can you help me? I'm looking for Mr. Waters. Mr. Troubled Waters.
Well, you're looking at trouble, dollface.
Oh, Mr. Waters, I am so confused. I just can't eat or sleep until I solve this mystery.
So, what's bugging you, sweetheart?
This.
I see, but what is it?
What is it? Why, it's an ultrasonic transit-time transducer. I need to know. I need to know why. You have to adjust the transducer pipe spacing for different pipe sizes.
Well, dollface, it's not going to be easy to solve this mystery. But I need the dough, so I'll take the case. The clamp-on transducer. It comes in different shapes and sizes based upon the pipe size you need to use it on. And for those who have no idea what a clamp-on ultrasonic transit-time flow meter is, well, allow me to digress. You see, these electronics communicate with the transducer that has a conversation with the water pipe, and it passes the flow details back to the electronics, and these electronics will display or transmit flow, say in GPM. The fact that you can measure a liquid flow from the outside of a pipe is pretty darn cool. So, why does one need to adjust the transducer spacing? Well, just like everything else, that always comes down to the numbers. The ultrasonic transit-time flow meter operates by alternating transmitting and receiving a burst of ultrasound between the two transducers by measuring the transit time that it takes for sound to travel between the two transducers in both directions. Now, the burst is first transmitted in the direction of the fluid flow and then against the fluid flow. Since sound energy in a moving liquid is carried faster when it travels in the direction of fluid flow than it does when it travels against fluid flow, a differential of the time of flight will occur and are the basis of determining volumetric flow. Well, this theory of operation can be easily calculated out by using these equations to come up with your transit time spacing. Unfortunately, I forgot my slide ruler today. Tell you what, let me show you. The electronics come in a dedicated or a portable version. Now, the good news is that we don't need to do any math. Thank goodness. Because this guy does it all for us. All we need to do is program in the application parameters. Now, this will consist of the following: pipe outside diameter, pipe material, pipe wall thickness, kind of fluid, method of sensor mount. Select the transducer model and it will, ta-da, provide you with the transducer spacing. All right, then you adjust the transducer spacing accordingly. Then you hold or you clamp it on a pipe and you measure flow. Okay, but what happens if you don't use the correct spacing? As I said, it's a math equation. So, after we program in the application data, we will know the exact spacing on the pipe and get a perfect connection. However, if you use the wrong spacing, well, you may not get a good return signal. This can affect the accuracy, or you may not get a reading or a fault condition with no information of flow. So, if you want to measure flow with an ultrasonic transit time flow meter, you will need to adjust your transducer spacing based upon your application parameters for optimum performance. Well, this has been Brent Baird for InstrumentsDirect. We'll see you on the next video. So, Dollface, how about you and I going to dinner? Yeah, and then you can tell me all about flow meters.